Hello, everyone. I'm Howard Gilman, Chancellor of the University of California, Irvine, and it is my great privilege and pleasure to welcome you officially to UCI and the start of your graduate studies. All of us on the faculty are delighted that you've chosen to pursue your intellectual journey here at UCI. Even during these difficult times, which are keeping us physically separated from each other for now, I hope you're excited about this new beginning. Whether you're embarking on a master's or doctoral program, as a graduate student, you are by definition an essential part of our vitally important mission to create and transmit knowledge for the betterment of society. This work is important, so commit yourself to it, but also appreciate the experience. And if you ever need a helping hand, reach out and someone will reach back. We are all committed to your success. I'll leave you with the great motto of the University of California, which is Fiat Lux, Latin for let there be light. It is my hope and expectation that the work you do here will help us all illuminate the world, move us all a little closer toward the light. So congratulations, we're very proud of you and we wish you all the very best.
I'm pleased to join Chancellor Gilman in welcoming you to UC Irvine. Of course, we're all disappointed that we can't hold this event in person, but the most important thing at this time of the coronavirus is to be safe. We are very excited that you've decided to continue your education at UCI. We congratulate you on the achievements that brought you to this point, and we look forward to supporting you in this next chapter of your academic career. As a professor of statistics, it's only natural that I'd like to start with some statistics about our graduate programs and this year's incoming students. Of course, I can't necessarily be very precise because the world is changing very quickly. I'm taping these remarks in August, and some of the details may change before you hear them. We're expecting more than 2,800 graduate students entering our programs this fall. Students from 62 countries, 46 US states and territories. They're enrolled in over 100 different PhD, master's, and professional degree programs. UC Irvine prides itself on our outstanding educational programs, transformative research, and culture of inclusiveness. During the course of the orientation, you will be introduced to many of the resources available to help you have a productive and engaging start to your graduate experience. These include the Diverse Educational Community and Doctoral Experience Program, also known as the Decade Program, which supports graduate-level inclusive excellence efforts. The Graduate Interconnect program that provides peer mentorship for incoming international students and helps them transition to graduate school. In addition, you will have access to graduate academic counselors and professional development opportunities through the Graduate and Postdoctoral Scholar Resource Center. When I speak to incoming graduate students in my research group, I emphasize to them how important it is to be connected with others during graduate school. This includes family, friends, classmates, counselors, and faculty, among others. This is truer more than ever in these remarkable and challenging times. We want to make sure that you feel supported and will do our best to make this the case. Let me close by again welcoming you to UCI. We are very excited to see all that you will accomplish. Please remember to stay connected, stay safe, and be well.
Hello and welcome to UCI. I'm Jillian Hayes. I'm your Dean of the Graduate Division and Vice Provost for Graduate Education. You might be wondering just what Grad Division is. Well, it's your one-stop shop for all things graduate education related. And we are so excited to welcome more than 1,000 new graduate anteaters to our campus. Well, virtually anyway. Your decision to attend UCI is the beginning of what we know will be an extremely rewarding experience. You are starting graduate school in an unprecedented time. To make an investment in yourself when so much hope for the future feels lost is truly remarkable. I'm proud you decided to make that investment here and call UCI home, and I look forward to meeting each and every one of you remarkable new students over the next several years. You're now part of a campus that is young and scrappy, just over 50 years old, but also highly rated by Forbes, Money Magazine, US News and World Report, and yes, even the Sierra Club. Now that you're here, we expect our reputation to only get better. UCI is leading the way in supporting our graduate students. Whether you need help writing a cover letter for a new job, getting an internship, getting seed funding for that new entrepreneurial idea you have, or a grant for your summer research, writing a grant for an external agency, or just hanging out and doing some yoga, albeit virtually, we handle it all. I encourage you to take the time to visit the Grad Division website, follow us on Twitter and Instagram and LinkedIn and yes, Facebook. Check the offerings that we have available to you over the next few weeks and start to think about how you might engage with us during your time here. Our Graduate and Postdoctoral Scholar Resource Center is one of the first such centers in the country, offering a wide variety of personal and professional development opportunities like writing workshops, consultants for all kinds of things that you might need, professional development certificates, and work-life balance programs. Now I want to tell you a little bit about what you're about to experience, because grad school for me was the best and the worst times of my life. The friends I made are the dearest friends that I have still today. The enemies I made? Well, maybe let's don't talk about that. But the work I did is still some of my finest. And yet there are also things that I'm embarrassed about, some of the things I thought and that I did. Grad school is a time of enormous growth, both professionally and personally. And you're embarking on an amazing journey of months and years, and well, let's hope not decades, but we're really glad to be your temporary home, and we can't wait to see what you do. This is the moment in some grad school orientations when people tell you, look left, look right, one of you won't be here in a couple of years. Well, here's what I have to say to you today. You are all, every single one of you, smart enough, hardworking enough, and special enough to finish anything you start and to accomplish anything that grad school can throw at you. You aren't with each other together right now physically to look around, but I hope that as you're getting to know the people in your cohort over the next weeks and months, you'll realize that these are not your competition, but the people who will lift you up for the next year, 5 years, even a lifetime. So stick together, help each other out, and together you will succeed. As you chart your educational path, I encourage you to explore all the UCI community has to offer you. I'm confident that you'll find our campus to be as interactive, collaborative, energetic, and supportive as I did when I arrived here in 2007. And if you don't find that, you can come to my office hours and let me know who I need to talk about it. Again, welcome to UCI and welcome to graduate orientation.
I, like Dean Hayes and my colleagues in the Graduate Division, are so excited you chose to come to UCI for your graduate studies. I myself am a UCI graduate alumnus, and I hope you enjoy your time at UCI as much as I did. In the Graduate Division, I oversee student affairs and enrolled services, which includes processing degree paperwork, the Graduate Academic Counselor Services, and retention programs like the Diverse Educational Community and Doctoral Experience and the Grad Interconnect programs. You will learn more about all of these services and programs during this welcome and also when you go through the orientation modules in Canvas. I also work closely with the Graduate Council, which is an academic senate group made up of faculty that oversee and regulate graduate education. I work with them to create and modify existing graduate policies. Given my work with this group, I'd like to point out 3 things I think you should know to be successful in your graduate studies. Number 1, please read and have a link to the Graduate Policies and Procedures Handbook bookmarked on your computer. The handbook outlines graduate policies regarding student employment, what constitutes good academic progress, requirements for advancing to candidacy and completing your degree, among other important policies. Number 2, if you have questions about any of the policies in the handbook, don't hesitate to reach out to myself or my colleague Andrea Bannigan, who you will also meet during this welcome. We are here to help you navigate these policies, some of which are very complicated. Lastly, although the Graduate Policies and Procedures Handbook outlines all of the graduate policies approved by the Graduate Council, Your graduate program will have specific requirements for your degree program, such as courses you need to take, what quarter and year in the program you need to advance to candidacy, formal examination formats, among other things. These are found in the specific handbook for your program. Make sure you have an electronic copy or bookmark the website for your program's handbook. I wish you the best of success in your graduate program, and please remember, the Graduate Division is here to support you and help you to be successful.
Hello and welcome to UC Irvine. We are all so excited you chose UCI for your graduate career. My name is Andrea Bannigan and I'm the Senior Enrolled Service Analyst in the Graduate Division. I graduated from UCI with my undergraduate degree and have worked here on campus for nearly 20 years. You will find this is a wonderful environment to thrive as UCI has so much to offer. In the Graduate Division, I manage the Enrolled Services team. We focus on processing all degree paperwork from advancement to degree conferral, student status updates such as part-time and in absentia. We provide policy assistance for student, faculty, and staff, run time to degree, and the Intercampus Exchange program. I also coordinate the California Community College Internship program, which provides our UCI graduate students interested in a teaching career an excellent hands-on experience mentoring in some of our local community colleges. As I mentioned earlier, UCI has so much to offer, some of which you'll find out about today. I encourage you from day one to be proactive in seeking opportunities to be involved and engaged on campus. As a graduate student, it is also very important to know what is expected of you. It is your responsibility to familiarize yourself and understand university graduate policies and procedures. This includes your program-specific requirements. Knowing what is required of you will help you stay on track and succeed from day one. As new incoming graduate students, some good advice to get you started is get to know the Graduate Division website. This covers everything from deadlines, forms, policies and procedures, internship options, funding information, and so much more. Also, pay attention and know deadlines for the campus, Graduate Division, and your program. This next item is very important. When you're submitting degree paperwork or request student status updates, please make sure to read the entire form and related policy. The policy information provided is informative, but might also be a bit confusing. Make sure you understand the policy related to what you are signing, and if you do not, just ask. We're more than happy to help. Next, get to know the services provided by the UCI libraries. These include research advice, formatting manuals for submitting your dissertation and thesis, and area-specific contacts. Finally, please know my colleagues and I in the Graduate Division are here for you. Please reach out, ask questions. We can help. My heartfelt welcome to you as you begin your journey at UC Irvine.
Hello everybody, my name is Fong Wong. I work as a graduate counselor here at UC Irvine Graduate Division. Just want to take a moment and congratulate you on starting your graduate journey. My role is to help support you during that journey as best I can. Previously, I worked as a clinical psychologist, but in this role, I work as an academic counselor. It's been reimagined and evolved over time to become more of an academic mentor or academic coaching position. And the focus is really on managing work-life balance, developing communication skills, and then managing your stress in an academic or research setting. I strongly believe in nurturing and making visible this idea of mana, which in Polynesian and Maori culture means internal power, through such things as managing work-life balance, developing communication skills to advocate for yourself and others, and also managing stress through such things as exercise, prayer, meditation, nurturing strong relationships with self and others. I believe that mana can not just be maintained, but develop in graduate school. If you ever need help doing that, please feel free to contact me at pbluong@uci.edu to set up a virtual appointment. If you want to learn more about what my colleagues and I do, please check out the orientation modules on Canvas. Otherwise, it's great to meet you virtually here today. Looking forward to meet you in person one day. Respect and love for your journey.
Welcome to UCI. I'm Karen Freelander, the Operations Manager in the Graduate and Postdoctoral Scholar Resource Center. also known as the GPSRC. The GPSRC is home to extensive graduate student and postdoctoral scholar support services. I work in collaboration with the Director of Professional Development, Dr. Kaylee Anderson-Natali, and the Programs Coordinator, Annabelle Ortiz. Together, we provide resources to support your academic and professional success. The GPSRC offers workshops and programs that include writing support, public speaking and communications, career development, preparation of grant and fellowship funding applications, wellness and work-life balance, mentoring, and much more. In addition to workshops and certificate programs, we also offer one-on-one services for writing, fellowships, and career advising. This fall, we will continue to offer all of our programs virtually. Be sure to check out our offerings on campus groups, our event management system, and be sure to register. Participating in the GPSRC events is always a great way for you to build community and connect with the graduate students who are not in your own program. All of our services are designed to support UCI's goal of academic excellence in graduate student and postdoctoral scholar training. Professional skills learned at the GPSRC complement the deep disciplinary training you'll receive in your home programs and schools. Once we are back on campus, be sure to stop by and say hello. You can find the GPSRC on the 3rd floor of the Gateway Study Center. It is my hope you take advantage of all the services the GPSRC has to offer. I look forward to working with you throughout your graduate student career. And again, welcome to UCI.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to UCI. Wherever you may be in the world today, we are thrilled to have you start your graduate journey with UCI. My name is Gabriella Pham, and I'm the International Student Affairs Officer in Graduate Division. In Graduate Division, I'm responsible for recruiting and supporting international graduate students. This includes a very important program called Graduate Interconnect. I train graduate students to serve as peer mentors in the program, as well as provide services and events for the diverse international student community. This means I get to work with a lot of people, schools, and departments across the campus to help meet the needs of international students. You'll find more details about the Graduate Interconnect program in the modules, as well as information specific to international students, including from the International Center. The International Center provides immigration support as well as programming to help acclimate students to new cultures and environments at UCI. And I recognize that the circumstances over the past couple of months as you prepare for graduate school were possibly beyond belief, but I hope you know that Graduate Division is here to help you. With that said, until we can meet safely, I want to leave you with some tips to make the most of your graduate experience, whether you're a master's or a PhD student. So, number 1, connect with your communities. Part of a successful graduate experience is being attentive to the whole person. While your academics will be your priority, don't forget to take time to find people who can support you, who can listen to you, and who can share resources. Graduate school will be an adjustment, trust me, I know, but this also means finding time to stay in touch with friends and families in your home country once you're able to move safely to the US. And number 2, budget early and often. A life skill that shouldn't be a rude awakening, especially if you're moving across the globe. Do your research about the cost of living, read about firsthand experiences in the blog, and have a plan. There are things sometimes that are overlooked because there are simply unknown cultural differences, like paying for utilities in your new apartment, car insurance, or health insurance. Number 3, don't be afraid to ask questions. For some of you, this will be a completely new experience of attending a US institution or living abroad. There may be a moment of culture shock as you begin to experience differences and engage with others from all over the world. If you don't understand something, academically or culturally, don't be afraid to ask the question, as more often than not, people will help you. If you have any questions or concerns, don't hesitate to reach out and email gradinterconnect@rgs.uci.edu. I look forward to when we can meet in person and return to campus. Best of luck on your graduate journey.
My name is Claudia Campos, and I am the Outreach and Retention Coordinator in the UCI Graduate Division. I'm excited to welcome to UCI for your graduate studies and hope to see many of you at our Graduate Division sponsored events and programs in the future. My role in the Graduate Division is to oversee efforts related to graduate student retention. This includes coordinating the Diverse Educational, Community, and Doctoral Experience Program, also known as DECADE, and the Competitive Edge Summer Research Program. DECADE serves as a supportive community for graduate students and postdocs with a commitment to inclusive excellence. Specifically, the program supports graduate students and postdocs through programming and resources that focus on professional development, networking opportunities, skills building, and improving campus climate within the graduate community. In addition, DECADE faculty mentors are available to provide additional support to students and collaborate with students and postdocs in addressing challenges, planning events, implementing necessary change in their departments and on the campus. DECADE faculty mentors are available to provide additional information on the program and ways to get involved both at the campus-wide level and at the department level specifically. Based on my experience working in graduate division, there are 3 things that I think graduate students and postdocs should know to ensure they thrive in their graduate programs and their time at UCI. Number 1, do not underestimate the importance of community in graduate school. Building and sustaining community and relationships is key in establishing a sense of belonging, which is critical in ensuring you thrive at UCI and in your graduate program. There are many ways to get involved and build community as a graduate student and postdoctoral scholar at UCI. DECADE is just one of them. Number 2, use your resources and do not fear asking for help. There are so many resources that UCI offers and information to take in at first, which I understand can be overwhelming. But try to keep at least a few people and resources in your back pocket. This may include office hours with the dean, AGS, or meeting regularly with writing consultants. We are here to support you and remind you that you are not alone on this graduate school journey. And as long as that journey may seem, time really does fly by. So my final recommendation to you is that even when you are a busy graduate student and postdoctoral scholar, that you really make the best of your time at UCI and of this experience. This includes making time for things outside of school and your studies whenever possible. The campus and neighboring community have a lot to offer, and I hope that you will be able to explore that and find enjoyment in those places. On that note, I wish you all the best as you embark on the next chapter of your academic journey at UCI. I hope that we will have the opportunity to work together and connect personally in the future. Thank you.
To help you navigate through the content in Canvas, I'll give you a few pointers. First, this graduate welcome and orientation course can be accessed asynchronously. So that means you can go at your own pace to review the information, videos, and PowerPoints. And you can go back to reference anything you viewed at any point during the quarter. We recognize that your department may also have orientation topics or events, so we wanted to make this as accessible as possible. However, we recommend that you review the modules prior to classes beginning so that you are prepared. In the course navigation menu on the left side, you'll see links for pages, quizzes, and modules. We recommend that you view the content via modules. There you will see module topics and pages associated with them. You may notice that your academic courses in Canvas may have more comprehensive navigation menus because they have activated features that we don't use for orientation. You can simply advance by clicking next on any page of the module after reviewing or watching the content, or there will be navigation buttons to help you move to content that is relevant to your interests. Finally, be sure to take a minute to complete the very short surveys at the end of each module to help us to continue to improve virtual graduate welcome and orientation. It should take no longer than a minute. And at the very end, there's an overall survey on your experience. If you have any questions or experience issues, please contact us at gradorientation@uci.edu.
Thank you again for joining us and for watching all these videos. Welcome, new anteaters. Zot, zot, zot.